Hello everybody, welcome to Transy Learning Chemistry videos. Today we'll be discussing about practice problems related to inductive effect and types of inductive effect. So let's see what other questions we'll be covering in this video. The first question, in inductive effect there is temporary displacement of electrons, permanent displacement of electrons, sometimes temporary and sometimes permanent depending upon the atom attached, and none. Which one of them is correct? So first of all, what is inductive effect? Inductive effect is the displacement of electrons along the carbon chains due to the difference in electronegativities between the carbon chain and the atom attached to it. Now, this displacement is always a permanent displacement of electrons. Once the atom, which is either more electronegative or less electronegative, get attached to the carbon chain, then the electrons drift towards that atom or away from that atom due to the attachment of that atom. So it is a permanent displacement of electrons. The correct answer is B. Next question. Inductive effect is nothing but the polarization of sigma bond, polarization of pi bond, polarization of both sigma and pi bond, and none. So what is polarization? Polarization is the process due to which separation of charges takes place between one end and other end. In this case, it is due to the difference in the electronegativity between the incoming atom and their carbon chain. So the type of charge the carbon atom or the other atom develops depends upon the relative electronegativity. You can see here that out of carbon and the other atom X, carbon develops the partial positive charge, whereas X atom has the partial negative charge. So that means the electrons are getting attracted towards this X atom. So this X atom is more electronegative as compared to the carbon chain. Whereas in this case, the carbon acquires the partial negative charge, whereas the Y atom has a partial positive charge, and electrons are moving towards the carbon chain. So the carbon is more electronegative as compared to this Y atom, or this Y atom is less electronegative as compared to the carbon atom. So which one of them is correct? We have understood the concept of polarization. Now what about the sigma bond and the pi bond? The first bond that is formed, the primary bond which is formed between the atom, is the sigma bond, and then we have the pi bond which leads to the double bond or the triple bond. So the inductive effect is nothing but the polarization of sigma bond. The displacement of the electrons takes place through the sigma bond, not through the pi bond. So the correct option is A. Third question, what is the nature of atom attached to the carbon chain in the following figure? As you can see here that the carbon atom develops partial positive charge, whereas X atom develops the partial negative charge. So that means the electrons are getting attracted towards this X atom attached to the carbon chain. So that means this X atom is more electronegative than the carbon atom and the carbon chain. That is the reason that the electrons are getting attracted towards this X atom. And in this case, you can see that the carbon atom develops the partial negative charge, whereas the Y atom develops the partial positive charge. And you can see here that the electrons are drifting towards the carbon chain. So in this case, the carbon atom is more electronegative than this Y atom. So the presence of this more electronegative group or atom will lead to the minus I effect, that is minus inductive effect, and the presence of a less electronegative atom will lead to the plus I effect. And the group which withdraws electrons is known as electron withdrawing group, and the group which donates electron is known as electron releasing group. Next question. Plus I effect results when the atom or group attached with carbon chain is more electronegative than carbon chain, less electronegative than carbon chain, having same electronegativity as carbon atom, none. First of all, we need to eliminate the C part, because whenever there is same electronegativity, there is no displacement of electrons. So we are left with A and B option. As I've told you earlier that the plus I effect results when an electron releasing group is attached to the carbon chain, which can donate electron, and it is possible when this atom is less electronegative than the carbon chain. So this group is known as electron releasing group, and the effect is known as plus I effect, which is the donation of electrons towards the carbon chain. So the plus I effect results when an atom of group attached with carbon chain is less electronegative than the carbon chain. So the correct option is B. Thank you very much for watching this video. For more videos, you can visit our website transelearning.com. Have a great day.